Let's take a look at another modern computer. This is a modern Apple computer, as I'm sure that you will all have guessed. Although, quite honestly, given this thing's age, it probably qualifies these days as vintage, which honestly is more of a sad commentary than anything else. I was hoping it was a Paramac G5 when I first found it. It's not. It is a Mac Pro. You can see there. Well, that's a little stuck. Does it actually have two drives, or is it just one? Looks like it's just one. So, anyway, it's got the usual assortment of ports on it. 2 FireWire 800, 2 USB audio. Of course, you've got the power, and there's a power light on the front there that indicates power situation. It breathes, I guess, is the word that you will use when it's in sleep mode. I'm sure those that are familiar with the Macintosh already know all that. There's a video card. Actually, a fairly nice video card. It does have DVI, but it's got two, I believe those are DisplayPort outputs. There's 3 more USB there, 2 more FireWire 800. Optical audio in and out. There's a mosquito that is interrupting my video. Regular audio in and out. Ethernet and a modem. There's a fan right there, and there's the power input right there. Now, this listing here will tell us what this is, although you probably can't actually see it without the assistance of a video light because it's too dark out here. This is a model number Actually, I'm going to rephrase that. That's 2 Ethernet, not Ethernet in the modem. I happen to see 2 Ethernet MAC addresses up there. But anyway, Mac Pro 2.8 QCX, probably a quad-core, single processor. 3 times 1 gig. I don't know why it was ordered with 3 gigs, but it was. 5770 video card, that's what that is. 1 terabyte. And SD for SuperDrive. Some basic research that I have done suggests that this is a 2010 model. And that the configuration that it is in right now is the base configuration. So, like I said, this is a 2010 model, which kind of surprises me that it was shipped with macOS 10.6. I thought that 10.6 would have been 4 years old by that point. 10.7 would have been out, but that's what it shipped with. This could have also been sold with server software. I don't think that's what this one is, because this would have been purchased for some of our project students to work on. But obviously it's just kind of too old for that now. Go ahead and we'll open it up here. Very easy to do. Slide the aluminum panel off. And this is what we've got on the inside. You can't see much. Right in here are the optical drives. And then there are 4 of these trays here. They just look like this for hard drives. It's a pretty nice design, if I do say so myself. Of course, here's the one hard drive that it does have. Western Digital 1 terabyte. Apple Drive. Probably still works just fine. Nothing wrong with it. These are direct attachment. There's no cables or anything that you need to mess with, which is very nice. Go ahead and we take a look further inside, which again requires the use of a light. You can see more of the logic board. There's the PCI Express slots there. Some ancillary logic. There you can see the direct attached SATA connections. There's a bracket there for the cards to sit in. Some connections there on the front. There is the CPU and RAM. You can see this is PC3 10600E. So kind of surprised that's what that shipped with, because it would have originally come with PC3 8500. So that's not bad memory. Again, it's only 3 gigs, but you know, it is only 10.6, so you don't really need much more than that. If you want to pull this out and upgrade this with another processor card, it's pretty easy. These just pop out, and you can pop both of those out and pull this out. I don't want to do that right now because I'm not really planning on messing with it. There's a video card right there. It does have an extension on the bracket, but that doesn't really matter. I have one of these cards in a PC. It's a pretty decent card. I mean, it's obviously extremely outmoded these days, but back then it was quite something. So let me go ahead and I'll see if I can find an Apple keyboard and mouse that are USB. I do have some, because of course I still have an iMac G3 out here, but... Okay, got it here. Go to Drive. Let's go ahead. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to Option boot, because I'm going to just go straight to reloading the operating system. So we'll hold down Option. I'll find the power switch on the front. Oh, I gotta change the monitor, because the monitor's in, come on. There we go, digital. Oh, I told it to Option boot. Okay. I don't know what it's doing now. Oh, there we go. So let's, see if we can eject that. Put our DVD in it for Snow Leopard, because that's what this is going to run. That's what it's shipped with. Now, I'm not a stickler for that in particular. I just don't really care for any version afterwards. We'll see if this actually will work. Oh, looks like it's trying. There we go. Mac OS X install DVD. Even though, yes, I know you're not supposed to call it that. You're supposed to call it Mac OS 10, but I don't really care that much. Okay, use English for the main language. Preparing installation. Now, go to the Utilities menu. I'm going to the disk utility, and the reason why I'm doing that is because this, I think, had 10.9 installed on it, and that might not actually even work. So this disk might be useless, because, although it knows what it is. Erase the disk. Mac OS Extended Journaled. I don't want case sensitive. We'll give it a name. That's what we'll do. Erase. I don't care what's on it. Erase. Hopefully this will work. That's questionable. Disappeared. Well, there it goes. Alright, so now it's empty. Close out of that, and then we'll go to the macOS installer. I'll assure you that I read that very carefully. Customize this. We'll just make sure that I have everything that I need, that I want. Okay, made my customizations. Now we're going to hit install. And there it goes. Now it's just time to play the waiting game. So right now it is 9:39. Let's see how long this happens to take. Well, should have seen that coming from a mile away. Because it seems that whenever I work on anything, it always has to end in a fail. This is no exception. It won't turn on. I don't know why. Last night, got back to it, it sat there for a few minutes, told me that it had failed. At that point, I gave up for the night. I left it running, turned the monitor off. At least I thought I turned the monitor off. But I left it running overnight, came back to it today, and it is dead as mutton. Well, not quite. I shouldn't say that. Doesn't do anything with the power button, but there is a switch in there for diagnostics. And I don't know if I can actually do this without causing a problem. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to waste too much time with that. So you just have to take my word for it that when I push that, the only LED that I get is the standby LEDs. It's getting standby power, but it just won't turn on. And given I've changed absolutely nothing, I don't know what could possibly be wrong. All of my debugging steps so far have proven fruitless. I pulled the processor board, no difference. Pulled the optical drive, no difference. Pulled the hard drive, no difference. Pulled the RAM off that board, no difference. I could probably pull the processor, but I don't really want to repaste it, so I'm not going to waste my time with that. I can't get this video card out, which you can't see. Well, you can probably barely see it, because this stupid plastic dumb thing is screwed to the back plane, and in order to get the video card out, I have to get that out, which, you know, that's a smart design. Like, really, really it is. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's the power supply. I don't know if maybe it's a power factor correction problem. Because it could be, you never know. Or maybe it's something else. Somebody's probably going to go in the comments, oh, just reset the SMC. I tried that. Didn't work. Obviously, there's a problem with this somewhere. I don't know where it is, and I don't have the time or the patience to deal with it because I've got a million other things that I need to work on. So, it's just going to be set aside for years and years and years, and it'll get a chance to think about its transgressions very hard. And hopefully, in a couple of years, when I've upgraded my situation here and finally gotten to a point where I can go through storage, maybe it'll actually decide that it wants to start working again. I don't know. But for now, that's it.